Today, data presented at the 2015 ESMO Asia Congress, a new approved formulation of docetaxel, and a new drug application in kidney cancer. Welcome to Enclave News Network. I'm Gina Columbus. The FDA has granted a breakthrough therapy designation to the third-generation EGFR tyrosine kinase inhibitor BI 1482694 as a potential treatment for patients with T790M positive non-small cell lung cancer. This was based on phase 1-2 data presented at the 2015 ESMO Asia Congress. In the study, the objective response rate by independent assessment with the agent was 62% for patients with T790M positive non-small cell lung cancer. When looking specifically at those with a response confirmed on subsequent scans, the response rate was 46%. The overall disease control rate was 91% by independent review. The most common treatment-related all-grade adverse events with the drug were diarrhea, nausea, rash, and pruritus. A pivotal phase 2 study is underway. Also at the ESMO Asia Congress, results from the phase 2b LUX Lung 7 trial. In the open-label study, frontline afatinib reduced the risk of progression or death by 27% compared with gefitinib for patients with EGFR mutant non-small cell lung cancer. The 18-month progression-free survival rates were 27% versus 15% for afatinib and gefitinib, respectively. At 24 months, the progression-free survival rates were 18% with afatinib and 8% with gefitinib. The objective response rates were 70% compared with 56% for afatinib and gefitinib, respectively. After a median follow-up of 27.3 months, median overall survival data were not yet mature. The FDA has approved a non-alcohol formulation of docetaxel as a treatment for patients with breast cancer, non-small cell lung cancer, prostate cancer, gastric adenocarcinoma, and head and neck cancer, according to a statement from the manufacturer Teikoku Pharma. The new formulation does not require prior dilution and is available in a 20 mg per milliliter single-dose vial or in a multiple-dose vial of 80 mg per 4 milliliters or 160 mg per 8 milliliters. In the United States, the new formulation will be distributed and marketed by Eagle Pharmaceuticals. As the first alcohol-free formulation approved in the U.S., we believe the benefits of this novel formulation will provide an option for patients with alcohol sensitivity or a preference for an alcohol-free treatment, Scott Tariff, President and CEO of Eagle Pharmaceuticals, said in a statement. The need for an alcohol-free formulation followed a drug safety communication issued by the FDA in June 2014 regarding the risk of intoxication with the intravenous ethanol-containing formulation of docetaxel. Use of loperamide reduced neratinib-related diarrhea in HER2-positive breast cancer, according to data from a recent open-label study. In the study, grade 3 diarrhea occurred in 16% of patients treated with neratinib and prophylactic loperamide, representing a significant reduction compared with findings from the extended trial. Overall, in the extended study, 95.4% of patients experienced all-grade diarrhea, with 39.9% of patients having a grade 3 or greater event. Drug maker Puma Biotechnology plans to submit a new drug application to the FDA and European Medicines Agency based on findings from the extended study and the open-label loperamide prophylaxis trial. A new drug application has been submitted for cabozantinib as a treatment for patients with advanced renal cell carcinoma who have received one prior therapy. The application was based on findings from the phase 3 METEOR trial, which demonstrated a 42% reduction in the risk of progression or death for cabozantinib versus everolimus in patients with advanced RCC. After a minimum of 11 months of follow-up, the median progression-free survival was 7.4 months with cabozantinib and 5.3 months with everolimus by investigator assessment. At the interim analysis of the full study population, a trend toward improvement in overall survival was observed. However, this did not pass the high bar for statistical significance. Data for the application were submitted on a rolling basis as part of a breakthrough therapy designation received in August 2015. That's all for today. Thank you for watching Enclave News Network. I'm Gina Columbus.